والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وخاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. إلهي رب البلاء وبرهى الخفاء وانكشف الغطاء وانقطع الرجاء وزاغت الأرض ومنعت السماء وأنت المستعان وإليك المشتكى وعليك المقبل في الشدة والرخاء. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم وعرفتنا بذلك منزلتهم ففرج عنا بحقهم فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر يا الله أكرم يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد اكفياني فإنكما كافيان وانصراني فإنكما ناصران يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان الغوث 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 أدركني 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 الساعة 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 العجل 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 يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين. صلوا فرقانه الحميد وقوله الحق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد اتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. صلوا على النبي.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in this ayah to all mu'mineen, O mu'mineen, get the nur of taqwa, get the light of taqwa. وَلْتَنْظُرُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. O man, look to your nafs, look to yourself, what you have prepared for tomorrow, what you have prepared for life after here, what you have prepared for your death, what you have prepared for your grave and barzakh, where you have to go. You want or doesn't want. You want or not, but you have to enter in one day in the grave alone. What you have prepared. Inna Allah khabirun bima ta'amalun. And Allah knows your all activities, your all a'mal. There is no single action that you can do and Allah doesn't know. So here it is our duty to look our nafs, what we have prepared, especially in this holy month of Ramadan. It is our duty what we have done, what we have prepared. Actually, Jannah, the heaven, and the Jahannam hell is prepared by our iman. There is no fire, but it is we send fire. There is no punishment, but it is we are sending the punishment. Allah doesn't arrange any punishment. These are our amal. And what is Jannah? It is our amal. It is our activities. We are sending and we are building our Jannah, and we are sending and we are building for ourselves Jahannam. The Jahannam and Jannah is in this world. We are making them because there is hadith in Ma'raj. When Prophet reached at the Ma'raj, he saw that some angels are very busy in one building. They are making very beautiful building of some diamonds. The diamonds, with that type of diamonds, were not present in this world. So suddenly they stopped their work. Prophet asked from them, why you stopped your work? You were busy in making this building. They said to Prophet, we were making this building for one moment. When he was sending us, we are making. Now he is not sending anything. How can we make? When he was praying there, he was sending us the material, and we were busy here. Now he is sending nothing. So it's we. We are making the Jannah, and we are making the Jahannam. We are preparing for ourselves Jahannam. There is no fire in Jahannam. It's our iman. It's our action. This is the fire. We are sending the fire. That's what Prophet said. That's what Quran says. Wal tanzur nafs. Look at your nafs. What you are making. Your nafs is involved in which things? Your nafs is sending the material for Jannah, or your nafs is sending the material for Jahannam. Now today we are talking about one disease of the nafs, of the soul, is al-ghadab, anger. قال علي عليه السلام الغضب نار. Al-ghadab nar. Anger, when you become angry, anger is fire. This is the nar. This anger, when you are angry, what's happening? There is fire in your mind. There is fire in your tongue. There is fire in your eye. There is fire in your whole body. That Imam said, it is shaitan who start to burn anger in your mind. And this anger is the sign of the fire of Jahannam. If you know about yourself that you are from Jahannam or from Jannah, you are in heaven or in hell. Look to yourself, watch to your nafs, how you are angry, how you control on your anger. My dear brother, this anger, this is the fire. This is the fire of Jahannam. What is the Jahannam? When angels collect our all anger, which we have done in this life, anger on wife, anger on children, anger on subordinate, anger on other oppressed, which are weaker than us, this become the fire of Jahannam. We are sending the fire of Jahannam. Don't be angry upon anyone. You are thinking you are doing something wrong with him, or you are making him harm. No, you are destroying yourself. This anger when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala collect on the day of judgment, it will be the fire of hell. This is Jahannam. This anger is Jahannam. Don't be angry. That's why Imam Ali said, Al-ghadabu darun. Your anger is fire. This is the fire of the hell. Don't be angry. Control on yourself. This is the fire. Now, there is another hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our Prophet says, Al-ghazabu miftahu kullu sharrin. The anger is the key of all shar, all bad things. All sin you can open by the anger. Al-ghazabu miftah kullu sharrin. What Prophet said, how this news is dangerous for those who have anger, for those who have some anger. This is dangerous news. Al-ghazabu miftah kullu sharrin. Prophet said that anger is the key for the all sin. When one person, he is not controlled on his anger, he will be involved in every sin. When he is angry, now his brain is not working. When he is angry, his wisdom is not in his total control by shaitan. When he is angry, he is not on the way of Sharia. He is totally away from the way of Sharia when he is angry. So, he can do everything. Even he can murder another person. All crimes, the murders, the divorce, all other, the abusing, mu'min, misbehaving, these all are the shar. These all are the sin. By which key? Al-ghadab, anger. Imam say, look to your nafs. There is some anger. If there is anger, this is the sign of the fire of hell. This is the fire of Jahannam. This is the hell. Protect yourself from the hell. That one day, Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed one ayah of Torah upon Musa. Musa, don't be angry. Musa, Allah said to him, don't be angry upon those which are weaker than you. I gave you power, that those are subordinate to you. I make the master to you. You are master of your children. I give you the power. Don't be angry upon those which are your subordinate. Don't be angry upon those which are weaker than you. Because if you will angry upon them, then I will be angry upon the day of judgment, because you are weaker than me. This is the formula. Very easy to understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you don't want my anger, if you don't want my punishment, don't be angry upon others. Don't be angry upon your wife because she is weaker. Don't be angry upon your children because they are weaker. Don't be angry upon your subordinate. Then the followers of the Hazrat Jesus, Isa, asked from Isa, which is the hard thing? Which is the tough thing? Which thing is tough? Which thing is dangerous? Jesus, the Isa, alayhi salam said, anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no hard thing than the anger of Allah. There is no hard thing than the ghazab of Allah. This is the hardest. This is the hardmost. Al-Ghazab. Ghazab of Allah. Anger of Allah. Then the follower of Jesus asked, how can we protect ourselves from the anger of Allah? Then Jesus replied, Hazrat Isa replied, don't be angry upon anyone. If you want to protect yourself from the anger of Allah, don't be angry upon others. This thing protect you. Then Imam say, Al-Ghazabu yufsidul iman. Be careful. Iman is the most valuable thing. You spend your whole month of Ramadan in prayers and fasting and reciting Quran. After that you can get a small piece of the Iman. Iman, to spend years to achieve this goal, achieve this diamond. But Prophet and Imam say, Al-Ghazabu yufsidul iman. This anger will destroy your Iman in 1 second. Have you seen the ant? How she is going up to wall? She is going up to wall. The small animal ant. But by doing a small mistake, she falls down. How she has done hard work up reach to the 100 feet or 200 or 1000 feet. But by doing a small mistake, suddenly she falls down. Same the man. How he is doing hard for the getting Iman. He is spending his money, he is spending his Iman. Everything is sacrificed for getting Iman. But Imam said, Al-Ghazab, the anger, destroy your Iman in 1 second. This anger really is dangerous thing. Destroy your Iman. Be careful from this anger. Protect yourself from the anger. How can we protect ourselves from the anger? Because then there is another riwayah. When one person is angry, he is just like a football in the feet of shaitan. There is no control. The shaitan is controlling now him. He is abusing sometimes to mother and father when he is angry. As you heard, what is the respect of the elders, the father and mother? But because he is angry, his brain is now controlling by shaitan. He is just like a football in the feet of the shaitan. Where shaitan wants skip, he goes. It's true. You see the people when they are angry, they lose their brain. They lose their wisdom. And Imam Muhammad Baqir he said, when the person is angry, look at his eyes, and look at his arteries. His artery swelling. He starts swelling here when he's talking in anger. Imam says, shaitan is running with his billah. This swelling is a swelling of shaitan. Shaitan is running. And shaitan destroys beauty. When he's angry, if he saw a mirror, really it is shameful for him. If he saw the mirror at that time, when he is angry. Which type of the face made by shaitan? His eyes, his mouth, everything. So, this is joke now. But when we are angry, it's very difficult to control. Even to say nasihat, even listen hadith. Imam Khomeini has written about the al-ghazab. When the person is angry, if you say him some riwayah, don't be angry. That riwayah is also just like petrol. He become more angry. This is the time to listen riwayah. How difficult, how to control. Because this thing destroys our iman. This thing is the key of all sins. How can we control? This is the point. Because in 1 second, the angry man can do murder. The angry man can give divorce. The angry man can abuse someone, misbehave. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you are misbehaving a moment, فَقَدْ بَارَدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ أَحَانَ وَلِيًّا. If you are misbehaving one moment, it means you announced war against Allah. Is it small sin? No. It's a great sin. All great sins. Look, how many great sins relate to this anger. We have to control. How we can control? This is the point. How can it's possible to control on this terrible disease which destroy our own iman, which destroy our iman? Now here, there are some points today we are giving you about how to control. Some ulama say, when you are angry, it is wajib upon you to involve yourself in zikr Allah. It's wajib. According to some ulama, when anger comes, say astaghfirullah, say subhanallah, say Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. According, some ulama believe when you are angry, it's upon you wajib to recite zikr Allah. La ilaha illallah. Protect yourself from shaitan. A'udhu billah minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahman. Any time of the dhikr is started. Say it, recite it. And if you are standing, sit down. This is also Imam said. If you are standing, sit down. If you are sitting, sleep. And if there is anger upon your relative, upon your wife, upon your children, touch them. This is the formula. Imam said, touch them. This anger will be finished. If they are your relative, by touching them, the anger will be finished. And the best formula, said Imam Muhammad about alayhi salatu when you are angry, the shaitan is with your blood. So when you are angry, you finish this anger, go down in the sajda, and the earth, touch your body to the earth. This is the best one. Touch your body with the earth, go in sajda, and say astaghfirullah. Oh God, I become angry, but you don't be angry upon me on the day of judgment. I become angry, but you don't be angry when I will be alone in the grave. This is the best. Touch your whole body to the ground. And Imam said this nijasa, the dirtiness of the ghazab, of the anger, will go in the earth. Maybe it should be some scientific reasons why Imam said, touch your body earth. Your all anger should be good. So this is the best for Muslims. Now anger, even for the brain, even for the nervous system, even for the head, it is not good. So why we are become angry? Now this is the point. You had the solution who can control. But listen, control in the beginning is possible. If you are angry in the beginning, controlling is easy. After you become too much angry, it's very difficult. So we have to watch it. What is the reason of our anger? What is the reason? Why we became angry? Watch the reason. Find out the reason. And there are few reasons only. Hubb nafs, love of selfness, one love of our personality, love of wealth. When one person, when he loses his money, he becomes angry because of the love of money. Love of personality,
love of himself, when he orders someone, his wife or children, you have to do. When he says they are not performing my order, he becomes angry. This is because of takabbur, proudness, hubbe nafs, hubbe mal, hubbe shohrat, the love of popularity. When he loses his popularity, he becomes angry. Love of power, when he loses power, he becomes angry. These are all things which are also diseases of the nafs. That's why he is patient. He is involved in many diseases. That's why he becomes angry. As his soul is pure, as he is pious, he controls on his anger. If he is not pious, he can't control. The anger, as you heard, its fire is today inside. On the day of judgment, it should be outside. That should be the fire of the Jahannam. So protect yourselves from this fire. This is the fire that men will burn on the day of judgment. What? It is anger. So control on it. It is very important. And sometimes the anger is because of the ignorance, jahala. Which type of jahala? There's many kinds. The people are thinking, if we become the angry, the people give us the respect. They fear from me. They are afraid from me. This is also jahala. There is hadith. That person is mal'oon. If someone afraid from him, there is some mentality of the husbands or wife, I don't know, but there is some. The wife should be afraid from me, or the children should be afraid from me. Prophet said, no, that one is mal'oon. If people are afraid from you, it's not good thing. People should love you, should give respect to you. Because of your manner, not because of your anger. You are too much angry. So some type of people, they become angry. They are thinking this is braveness. The people are afraid from us. No, it's jihad. So the anger is the fire, inner fire. On the day of judgment, it should be the fire of Jahannam. So it takes time to control. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq, how we control on this anger. Do you know this anger, how it is dangerous? When one person was angry in the time of Imam Ali, he was busy to sell his debts. There was some people surrounding him, and there was one girl. She was weeping. Imam Ali saw the girl is weeping. Why you are weeping? He said, I want to borrow from him some debts. But my master, he don't want this. So I don't want my money. He's not giving me money. He said, no, go away. That guy was moment. He was angry moment. I guess every time. You don't know about Imam Ali. He loved Imam Ali, but he hadn't seen him in life. It was Kufa. Imam Ali came in Kufa new. Maybe some days that Imam reached there. So Imam Ali said, this is your debtors, and she bought from you. It's okay, in Islam you get from him and give him money. He said, who are you? Go away from my shop. And he shocked. What can I say? That he has done that he misbehaved Imam Ali. Misbehaved his master. Misbehaved his mother. How this sin is great. And suddenly people said, do you know who is he? He said, Imam Ali. Then he started weeping. Forgive me, Molana. Forgive me, Imam. Imam said, okay, I will forgive you, but you have to control on your Ghazab. Al-Ghazab died. This is not a joke. If we can't control this Ghazab, anger, maybe our Imam Zamana will come. And we also misbehave our Imam. If we misbehave Imam, then what is the result? We will be in Jahannam. If we misbehave Prophet, what is the result? We misbehave Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this anger, because of this anger, man should reach on the stage, which is the Jahannam. He misbehaved to Imam, he misbehaved to Prophet, he misbehaved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the tawfiq and iman to control this ghazab, this anger, by slowly, by gradually. You have to take a one small book and write how many times in a day, 24 hours, you become angry. And why? What was the reason? Love of the personality, love of the money, what was the reason? And then reduce it day by day. It takes the time. It is the war against inner shaitan. It is the war against nafs amara. It takes time. It's not joke in 1 week you can or I can control it. No, it takes time. Maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. But we have to start war against inner shaitan. It is ibadat. If we are not controlling, we are losing. The nafs become more stronger. The inner shaitan become more stronger. We become weaker. Day by day, he becomes stronger. And we become weaker. And as our age become old, then we can't fight against him. This is the time. Day by day, we become weaker, then he becomes stronger. So this is the month of Ramadan. A special month Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us to make weak your shaitan, to defeat your inner shaitan, make your willpower, defeat him, control on him, and destroy your all diseases, all dirty things. Inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq and iman and all this bad manner. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Oh may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and God give the iman, taqwa, and give us the power of complete repentance and give the all mu'mins chance of this repentance. Help all Muslim mu'min which are suffering in Afghanistan, in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Iraq, in other countries. Give long life to Imam Khomeini and Mujahideen ulama. And say our Imam, mighty Prophet Zaman Salam. Please ask Surah Fatiha for all mu'min.
والصلاة والسلام على سيد النبيين وخيرة المرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم وأصحابه المجاهدين والتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. We still with the speech of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam in the holy month of Ramadan. قال رسول الله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه في الخطبة التي استقبل بها شهر الصيام شهر رمضان قال وغضوا عما لا يحل النظر إليه أبصاركم وعما لا يحل الاستماع إليه أسماعكم وتحننوا على أيتام الناس يتحنن على أيتامكم وتوبوا إليه من ذنوبكم وارفعوا إليه أيديكم بالدعاء في أوقات صلاتكم فإنها أفضل الساعات ينظر الله عز وجل فيها بالرحمة إلى عباده يجيبهم إذا ناجوه
ويلبيهم إذا نادوا ويستجيب لهم إذا دعوا. This is the other part of the speech of Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, وَعَمَّا لَا يَحِلُّ الْإِسْتِمَاعِ إِلَيْهِ أَسْمَاعَكُمْ. We read yesterday the direction that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam he gave us to think about or to respect the older people and to control our tongue and to control our eyes. And he said, there is a lot of things you can see in your eyes when you are walking, when you are going in any place. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said in the Quran, قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. They have to control their eyes, to keep their eyes down, not to look for everything. There is many kind of sickness we have in ourselves. You see, if we look for haram, for the sin, or anyone who is doing haram, someone who is playing, gambling, qimar, maisir, and you look for him when he is playing first, you only want to know what they are doing. And from you and looking, you will learn how they are playing. And after that, you will be with one side. You like to support this or to teach him. If he put this, what you call piece, or card or anything in this way, you put it in that way. I'm not playing it. It's haram, astaghfirullah. But you can win. And so he play in his mind. And after that he can't fish, give me, put it here, that you will win. And after that you tell him, okay, you already know. What do you think if you are playing? He said, okay, once, but not long time because it's haram, I don't want to play. It's not from money, it's not from anything. So he starts this kind, and after that he's going to play with his money, and then he will sell his house to do it. This is coming from where? From the eyes. From the one looking. The relationship between the boy and girls. Usually the boyfriend and the girlfriend is coming from where? From the looking. If every father he controls or he teach his daughter to behave as a good Muslim and to teach his son not to look to anything haram and not to have a relationship between the boy and girl, because it's haram if there is no marriage. If it is not mahram, they have not to sit together, they have not to speak with each other. And if there is no mixed schools, like people have here in America, the public school usually is mixing. And when the boy and girl is getting together, sitting together, they are going to speak. And as you know, the إحصائية, شنو يقولون إحصائية؟ Statistics. In America, they said from the girls, even from 14, from 12, they say 70% from them, they become pregnant in this age. You look for it. And a lot of boys also, they get this AIDS from the wrong relationship. And this is usually coming from where? From the eyes, from looking. Because they look, they're watching TV, they're watching the film, and they will learn, they want to practice. Because they put TV for what? They want to teach them. And different type of film, many channels, sometimes only for this thing, singing and dancing and film and sex and something. And if there is no control in the house, what they are going to learn. And if the video in the house and there is a different type of films, they are going to learn. They are ready to send to the house also. It's very cheap, very easy. And they're going to look. They want to practice. They have power. You cannot control them. The father and mother, usually the parents, they are working outside. They're coming in the 5 or 6 o'clock and very tired. There is no time to teach them. And they are playing outside. This is starts from where? From the eyes. They saw their parents also. You see, in the Islamic manner, especially for the parents, they have not to be naked in front of their children also. If they can recognize them within 3 years, usually the children, 2 years, some of the children, 2 years, they can recognize the beautiful, the bad, and they can describe the body. Usually, even the child, even the kids, you have not to keep him in your room, in your bedroom. Keep him separate in the other room, especially after 2 years, because it's makruh to continue. It's makruh for mother to continue and to give the child milk from herself. The hadith said if the mother or if the child continue to drink milk from his mother, he will be aaq. He's not going to respect his parents. And if he didn't drink milk from his mother, also the same result. So it's very necessary, but has not to be too long. So it's necessary for him to suck from his mother, to drink milk. And has not to be more than 2 years. لأنه يكون عاقا لأبويه. So الزيادة كالنقيصة. If you give more, the result will be in opposite. So they said it is the Islamic manner. After 2 years, completely you have to separate him in the other room, and not to let the boy and the girls, even if they are brothers, to live together in the same room or to sleep together in the same room. Separate them. عندما يكون مميزين, when they can recognize the thing, especially for 5 years. In this age, they have to be together. They have to separate them. In any way, even if there is no room in the house, put them separate. The girls, when she wants to change her clothes, she has not to change in front of her brother. Even not in front of her father, even his mahram. And I think you read and you know which kind of relationship between some time, I don't know which kind of father they are, when they rob their daughter and shaitan is shaitan. It's coming for the human being. We have to be careful. Even the mother, she has not to wear or to be naked in front of her son, even after 5 years. Ladies, in their meeting, in their invitation, in their sitting, they have not to let the boys, a small boy, to sit with them and they are relaxing and talking or sitting free. They have to cover themselves in front of 5 years. But I don't know what to say with the other ladies who are walking in the street in front of all the crocodiles lost from open their mouths. Not in front of mosquitoes. And sometimes even they want to make themselves very brave and strong. They come to the masjid, to the center, and they are not ready to cover themselves. And if somebody wants to tell them or to speak with them, please cover, and you can find their tongues at this long. أعوذ بالله. Really. You cannot speak with them. And a lot of ladies. And if you want to tell them, please, you say, no, alhamdulillah, let them come. Okay, let them come, but they have to respect. You say when they want to go to any apartment, any department, she have to be chic. She have to wear very good, because she don't want anyone to abuse her. Why when she came here and all people accuse her, and they are not agree, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not agree with her, and she don't care about that. Why? This kind of pride, or this kind of she thinks she's a brave and she's unique or smart. I don't understand sometimes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Quran says, and the weakness, of course, sometimes I'm with them. Ladies, not to support them, but not to blame them, because the weakness coming from the husband, the weakness coming from the father. When I'm speaking now, you said, yes, Molana, you are saying very good, but this is your weakness also. Because you are not taking this wajib seriously to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when they are mixing together, they are going to look, alhamdulillah, this year, after 1 year, we asking and we pleasing our mu'mineen to have a curtain, and we have it in the blessing of Ramadan, on this holy month of Ramadan. And also we asking for the suggesting box for 1 year completely, but they put it in the ladies section. Both of them in ladies section, because they are not going to give any suggesting, any rejection. We wanted to be here in the front of the people. And we don't have the suggesting box because there is a lot of rejection, a lot of suggesting coming because of curtain or a lot of things. And some of the people, this is very surprising, some of them, they want to come, and some ladies, they don't want to come. They find the excuse. It's because there is no curtain. They are naked in front of. In the city, they are naked. But here, there is no curtain. We cannot come on, because there is no curtain. You see how shaitan is finding the way? Anyway, so to control your eyes is very important. Rasulullah, when he gave his speech before 14th century, he wants to tell us, you have sense. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you ni'mah, gave you blessing. But you have to be careful from this. Whatever advantages you have in your eyes, but there is a dangerous also with your eyes. You have to be careful from your eyes. You can see your way. You can walk, you can read dua and Quran and see your friends, you can recognize the people, you can buy, you can recognize the things that you buy is good or bad, is right or not. But at the same time, you have to be careful not from your eyes, not to take you, to guide you to the haram way. You be far from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, don't look for anything haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَمُدَّنَّ عَيُنَكُمْ إِلَى مَا مُتِّعَ بِهِ مُتْرَفُونَ. If you found someone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him wealthy and you are poor, don't look to him. Because this will make you jealous and you will forget Allah, you will look for the life, and then you will be in a state of to be the slave of Allah, you will be the slave of God. You're looking for door and looking for job on. You will forget everything and you cannot get anything. But if you want to use your eyes for your benefit, you look for the people who have a good manner, good iman, strong iman. They spend their time to control themselves, to behave, to be a good Muslim. You learn from this is the teaching of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi. He said, انظر إلى من هو أعلى منك أدبا وإلى من هو أقل منك مالا. You look for the people who are better than you in manner and iman, and you look for the people who are less than you in the money or in the standard of life.
This is Rasulullah. He wants us to know how to keep fasting in our eyes also. It is very important. This is the real fasting. Fasting is not to keep fasting and to stop your food. That's all, alhamdulillah. And when the time of iftar comes, you are hurried for iftar. Open your mouth. You are only mouth in the time of iftar. There is nothing. There is no mind. There is no eyes. Nothing. And sit for iftar 45 minutes. And when the time of prayer, time of salat is coming, we please the people, please quickly, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then we give them 15 minutes to be ready for the salat. And this is Rasulullah. Rasulullah, he told Bilal, he said, Bilal, arihna bil adhan. What do you mean, arihna? When you are happy, when you are relaxing with something, you like to listen, to get a benefit, get the advantages from this thing. And if you want to understand someone, and someone else is speaking also, then please, can be quiet, I want to listen to this. But when Adhan is saying, people is speaking, and nobody listens to Adhan. Until they finish, they only wake up on the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. And they understood that Adhan is finished. That's all. Sallu ala Muhammad. So some of the people may are like going to sleep now, so we want to wake them. So, وغضوا عما لا يحل النظر إليه أبصاركم وعما لا يحل الاستماع إليه أسماعكم. Also you have ear. You can't hear Adhan. You can't hear Dua. You can't hear anyone who calls you. You can't speak in telephone. You can wake up if you have alarm. You can wake up for namaz, for prayer. But also you have to be careful from reason. This is the best fruit for people. The best fruit in the meeting, if there is no food, nothing, but there is a leader to describe anyone. He's tall, he's long, his face, his color, his habit, his manner. People usually like to see this. They don't want to think about themselves. They said, لو نظر الناس إلى عيبهم ما عاب إنسان على الناس. If you look for your عيب, for your mistake, you have no time to look for the others. But usually we are not saying ourselves. We cannot see ourselves. We look only for the people. Oh, this man, he has this manner. He has this, he has that. And we try to speak about the people. But we have no time to speak about ourselves. So if anyone is saying ghiba about anyone in front of you, what's your duty to do? Either to change the subject, it's wajib, to change the subject, or to ask him to keep quiet, or to leave the meeting. You have two choices. You select one from them, personally. And especially this is with our respect for our sister. This is their manner, this is their habit. And there is a lot of them, they call me, let me tell you, direct. A lot of them, they call me, they say when they are sitting in their meeting or in any function or in any invitation in the houses, you cannot find any religious subject in among them. Only this lady, she's wearing something, and that one she wearing the better, and that one she wear a very good jewelry, and that one she came with this dress, and that one and this kind of, and not me only, we are also. Sometimes we make ourselves as a group, and we are better than the other group. Alhamdulillah, we are very good people, and especially our group, we have 5-6 people together, we are very good. But we don't know about the others. What is your duty as a Muslim? You have to advise your brother. You have to take care of him. If you guide anyone, you will get rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will share him in his rewards, in his ajr and thawab. Whatever he did, because of you, because you remind him, you advise him, You guide him, you will share him in his reward. So give a good word to the people and let them listen to the goodness from you and listen to the goodness from them, to anything good from them. This is what you need to use your ear. This is especially in Ramadan. Try to train yourself. Try to control your eyes. Try to control your tongue. Try to control your ears. Don't speak about anyone. Leave it. Forget it. Start to put a promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala between you and Allah. Say, oh my God, I want to stop my bad habit in this month for 1 month only. Try your best. To stop 1 month, you will find yourself different after Ramadan. And you will continue because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is supporting you. If anyone he call you and you know what happened today in masjid, or what happened to you? Oh, this man, he said, please don't tell me this man or that man. What is the advice you go in masjid? What is the benefit? What is the nasiha? What is the majlis? What you learn today? Let me know. Don't explain to me about this man and that man. You try to solve it by yourself. Don't mention the name to me. If there is a problem, let me help you. Without any names, because if you mention the name, it's going to be legal. And some people, they are not mentioning the name, but they describe more than the name. He said, I don't want to mention his name, but you know the tall one that is sitting there and there. Or when he said, usually he's sitting in the corner or he's sitting in this side. I don't want to mention his name because he's going to be legal. I don't want to say legal. He don't want to say legal. Or sometimes what does Astaghfirullah Rabbil Alameen, he do this and that, and only he thinks when he says Astaghfirullah, he gets a permission from Allah to say legal. And sometimes he said, oh my God, don't make it legal. And he starts to make it legal by himself. And he thinks when he says, oh my God, don't make it legal for him, and he starts to make it. This guy is very good. This is our nature. This is our habit. We like this. They said in the Arabic word, they said, the best fruit, أحسن الفواكه الغيبة. The saying. And believe me, to whom أحسن الفواكه? للمؤمنين. Because shaitan can come from this way. The best fruit for mu'mineen is the غيبة. Why? Because this is the way that shaitan can enter. He cannot avoid you. He cannot stop you from your prayer. He cannot stop you from to do haram, to do that Allah, zina, or gambling, qimar, or drink liquor or wine or anything. You're sure that you are very strong. You are not going to nightclub or something. You are very strong. But riba is nice. It's very nice. It's fine to describe someone. He said, and some of the people, they said, it's not riba. I want to describe him. So what's the meaning of riba? Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. When they asked him, what's the riba? He said to mention someone behind his back, about something he has. He said, they asked him, he has it? He said, yes, if he doesn't have it. If he doesn't have it, that means it's going to be buhtan. That means you are saying by yourself, and you will get more punishment. So, even he has it, but you have not to say it. Look for yourself. Try to correct it between you and him. The best in front of saying ghiba to the people, come to advise him. Or you try to make a good friendship with him, and good relationship with him, and you try to teach him, to tell him, to remind him about what he needs. And maybe he's going to tell you about a lot of things that you need, and he will be happy with you, he will thank you, and he will not forget you, he will read dua to you, and this is the best, better than you are saying ghibat. And when you're coming in the day of judgment, and you will find a lot of sayyat, and you ask, I didn't do this sayyat. He said, yes, this is because you're saying ghibat for that or for this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he took his sayyat, he took your hasanat to him, and it will be exchanged. So try in Ramadan to control your ear. وتحننوا على أيتام الناس يتحنن على أيتامكم. He said, take care of the orphan. They need to take care of them because they doesn't have father. Teach them, tell them, guide them, help them, give them what they need. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, أنا وكافل اليتيم كهاتين في الجنة. He said, me, the Prophet, with the one who take a responsibility for the orphan, he said, me and him, we are together in the paradise. And his two fingers. That means they are sitting together in the same place. What to do for the orphan? There is a lot of orphans in Lebanon, in Afghanistan, in Iran, in Palestine, in any country in the world. Any Islamic movement, there is a shuhada, and especially the sons and the children of shuhada. Because their father, if someone, Rasulullah speaks about the ordinary yatim, that his father, he died, he passed away. But about the one who gives his life to Allah, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to give life for you, to protect your Islam, to protect your religion. This is if he has right from you. He has right from you. And you have to take care of his children. You have to remember, especially in Ramadan, take some, as you spend money for your children, and you from now, some people, they are looking in the department store to wear clothes for their children, the best and good, because they want to wear in the Eid day. You have to think there is a lot of orphans. They need clothes also. And nobody, they don't have father. Some of them, they don't have mother. Some of them, they live alone in the, what's it called?
Hut.
Hut? In the hut. Yeah. Or they live in the school. Like in Lebanon, maybe there is more than orphans. There is 15,000 orphans in some departments in Beirut and in the south, in Afghanistan, in Iran. There is a lot of orphans. Some of the orphans, they don't have clothes also to wear. Not the new clothes to wear. Maybe if they wash one, they don't have another one to wear. You have to think, this is Ramadan. Whatever you give, you will find in the day of judgment. It's very great. Don't take it easy. Ramadan is not only to stop food. You have to use all your power in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember, especially if you have a relative. Your relative, al-aqrabuna awla bil-ma'ruf. If everyone he take care of his relative, because everyone, these people, these orphans people, they are relative of us. Everyone he has his relative. His cousin, from his father, from his grandfather, from his mother's side or father's side. If he remembers them, if there is any orphan in his family, and he still, we have more than 25, almost 25 days from Ramadan. You can send to them, make a call, send money, to buy clothes for them for Eid. You will be happy by yourself, with yourself. And you will see, this is very great. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you. And Rasulullah, he said, in case tomorrow that you have children and nobody take care of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will find someone to take care of your children or your orphans. And this is for you, not for anyone. You will get advantages in this life, you will get the benefit in this life and in the other life. What you are going to lose? Nothing. وتحننوا على أيتام الناس يتحنن على أيتامكم وتوبوا إليه من ذنوبكم. And what you have to do? You have to ask Allah to forgive you from your sin. كل ابن آدم خطاء. And this is the best time, this is the best night. Ask Allah to forgive you. A lot of sin. You think that sin, the haram, the guna, is only to do to beat someone, to steal someone. It's not that. Even if you make someone unhappy, if you didn't say salam for someone and he feels bad in his heart, make him happy. Especially in Ramadan. If you have any friend, if you have any relative, call him, speak with him, say salam to him, say Mubarak to him in Ramadan. Let him remember, let him feel that you live in Ramadan. Not Ramadan coming and Ramadan going and there is no any work. Especially in the first days of Ramadan, try to call your friend, your brother, your neighbor, visit them, call them, speak with them, invite them, come here, remind them, tell them about the program, give them a chance to come. And at least you open way between you and him. You get it. Even if there is a problem, forget it in Ramadan. Start and you need, sometimes the friends, they get angry between themselves and they need someone to be in between to solve their problem, but there is nobody. Especially in this kind of society. Everyone is busy with himself. Nobody knows what's going on. But if there is no one who can help you, you do by yourself. You come in the telephone and you call him. He says, oh, what happened? Today you called me. Yesterday we fight. He said, yesterday was not Ramadan. Today is Ramadan. We have to forget it. Forget it. For what you are fighting? There is only one thing is deserved for fighting. If he stops you not to enter to the school, having a fight with him. He's not kafir in the moment. He's your brother, and some mistake very small. Forget it. Forgive him. If you forgive him, Allah will forgive you. وارفعوا إليه أيديكم بالدعاء في أوقات صلاتكم. And when you pray, Ramadan is the best month. And the time of the prayer, the best time in Ramadan, and all the angels, all the malaika is waiting for your dua. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you lift your hand and read dua, and especially in the time of prayer. After you finish the Maghrib prayer, don't be busy. Do you have time to speak? After the prayer, we come here only for 2-3 hours. From 8 until 11, 3 hours. Only in Ramadan. We are not call you every night in whole the year. And this is a very good chance for you. You try to use your time to ask about the mu'mineen, but not loudly. I mean, if some people are praying, you have to speak. You have to speak. Very slow and ask about him if you want to. Ask about him to speak with him. Or you spend the time for dua, for prayer, for dhikr. وارفعوا إليه أيديكم بالدعاء في أوقات صلاتكم فإنها أفضل الساعات. The best hour, the best time, the best moment is the time of prayer. What's the time between Maghrib and Isha? From Maghrib time until you finish the Isha. This is the best. You try to mention your dua. Read, say your dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you don't know. Maybe there is an angel right. He's going to try to answer you. And Allah, He said, Rasulullah, He said, He promised this is the best time. So you are looking for the best. And this is the best. فإنها أفضل الساعات ينظر الله عز وجل فيها بالرحمة إلى عباده. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking for His face with His kindness